You are welcome to this live stream. My name is God's Power Adishi, but you can call me Mr. GPAD. This is powered by Maths with GPAD YouTube channel. I hope you are all doing great and doing very well. So, we have started a lesson series on algebra. Wait, I need to confirm if you can hear me. Just give me a minute. Let me test it with this device here. Yeah, I hope you're all doing very well, and I hope you've been getting value from the previous lesson series we've had on algebra. Yeah, I hope so. So if you have, that's good to know. And if this is the first time joining me on this live stream, I want you to know that I think this is the third live stream I'll be having on algebra. Yeah, this is the third. We've done two already. If you care to go back and watch those videos, is going to be really helpful because I am looking at the foundations of algebra. Very, very important. Okay. So I want to be sure that you can hear me, but let me just test it with this device that I have here. Just give me a second. I'm still here. I'm trying to test. I'm trying to open it from my other device. I just want to be sure that I can hear. I don't want to go into this without getting to know that you can hear me. Yeah, and if you're on the live stream, if you can hear me, type one in the comment. Again, if you're on the live stream and you can hear me, type one in the comment. Type one in the comment if you can hear me. I'm still trying to test this out. Oh, okay. I think we're making some progress with this. But I'm still struggling with opening this thing. What could be wrong? What could be wrong? Okay, people, how is it going? Yes, yes. We have, yeah, hold on a bit. I need to confirm this. Okay, people, how is it going? Okay, yeah, you can hear me. Yes. Okay, yeah, you can hear me. Yes. Okay, good to have all of you here. Now let's get started. So, like I said before, we have been looking at the foundation of or the basics of algebra, right? And this is just the third video series we are having on algebra. So if you want to get back to the first video, we talked about the definition of terms and how to simplify basic algebraic expressions. In the second video, we now went further into simplifying algebraic expressions where we had to expand and to simplify and all of that. But here we'll be talking about simplifying algebraic fractions. All right. As you can see on the screen, we have we have a fraction that has a numerator, and the numerator is an algebraic. It's a quadratic expression. As you can see, x squared minus x minus 30 all divided by, if you look at the denominator, is still a quadratic expression. So how would you factorize, sorry, okay, before I say factorize, how would you simplify this? How would you simplify this? So you have to factorize the numerator, and then you have to also factorize the denominator before you can simplify. You can now let me quickly say this. You cannot come here and begin to do something like this. Let me show you something. Hold on. You cannot do this. It's so wrong. Hold on. What's happening here? Just a bit. Okay, good. So you cannot come here and do this. 30 cancels 30. X squared cancels x squared. This is completely wrong. You can't do this. Now, why this might even sound funny and laughable, many students are in the web, are in this web. They can divide, they can cancel out, like they can simplify like this. But is it wrong? Of course it is. So you cannot divide like this. How would you then simplify this? So what we can do is to simplify, sorry, is to factorize the numerator and also factorize the denominator. So here's what I mean. What we have in the numerator is a quadratic expression. So this is x squared minus x minus 30. So to factorize this, you think of two, let's factorize. You think of two factors. When you multiply, you're going to get negative 30. When you add, you will get negative 1, because that's the coefficient of x. Now some people, they can also do, they can say multiply negative 30 by x squared, which will give you what? Negative 30x squared. And think of two factors. When you multiply, you get negative 30x squared. When you add, you get negative x. It's still the same thing, all right? So yeah, it's same thing, especially not especially when the coefficient of x squared here is 1. You can just pick only the constant term and then pick the coefficient of x. Think of those two factors. All right. So quickly, give me two factors. When you multiply, you get negative 30, which is what we have here. And when you add, you're going to get negative 1, because that's the coefficient of x in the middle term. So let's think of those factors of 30. So we can bring two factors that are very close to each other, because we're trying to achieve negative 1 when you add those two factors. So 6 and 5. But when you do 6 plus 5, you get 11, which is not what we want. If you do 6 minus 5, 6 and negative 5, 6 times negative 5 is negative 30. But 6 plus negative 5, will it give you negative 1? No, you're going to get 1. So we have to now switch the signs. We can say, how about we try negative 6 and plus 5? So negative 6 plus 5 is what? Negative 1, which is what we have as the coefficient of the middle term. And also, what about this one? Um, what about this one? Negative 6 times 5 is negative 30. Oh yes, we can use negative 6 and 5. So without even stressing yourself, what I do, especially when the coefficient here is 1, don't stress yourself. Just open two brackets like this. All right. You put x here and x here. Those two factors, which are negative 6 and plus 5, just write negative 6 here and then plus 5 here. That's all. So we have been able to factorize the numerator. If you're with me and you're getting value from this lesson, please type 1 in the comment. All right, type 1 in the comment. Then let's look at the denominator. What's this? This is easier to factorize because we just have two terms. It's not a trinomial. If you want to know what a trinomial is, go and watch the first video. Anyway, let me just tell you what it is. A trinomial, from the word tri, 3, is an expression that has three terms. All right, it's an expression that has three terms. Okay, x squared minus 30 is not a trinomial, it's a binomial because it has two terms. So let's look at x squared minus 30. It's easy to factorize this. What do we do here now? X squared minus 30. Can we really factorize this? What's happening here? Wait, I hope I wrote this in, but maybe I wanted to write 36. Let me check very well. Oh, it's 36, not 30. Sorry about that. It's 30. You can't factorize that. It's actually 36. Okay. So we're going to use difference of two squares. Difference of two squares. If you have a squared minus b squared, since this is difference of two squares, to factorize this, just add those two terms without the squared. So you do a plus b in bracket and then what? A minus b. So this is how to factorize when you have difference of two squares. But you might be asking, there is no square with 36. What do we do? Change 36 to 6 squared. So I can rewrite this as x squared minus, I will no longer write 36. I will now write 6 squared. Are you see what I'm saying? Are you see what I'm doing? Okay. So now let's go to the next step. So that was x minus 6 in bracket and then x plus 5. So all divided by what? So we factorize this using difference of two squares. So it's going to be x plus 6 and then what? X minus 6. Are you seeing that? So this is now when you can simplify, not just canceling x and y and negative 6 and negative 6. You cannot simplify like that. So because we have products, two factors in the denominator and two factors in the numerator, you can easily cancel out. So see this, x minus 6 cancels x minus 6. Are you seeing that? And then what do we have? We now have our result as what? This is equal to what? X plus 5, which is what is left in the numerator, over what? What about the denominator? We have what? X plus 6, which is what is here. X plus 6. And I think we're done with that. This is how simplified we can get. You cannot do x cancel x. Don't do that, because if this was times, of course we can do that, but because it is plus, you cannot cancel like that. So you're going to leave your answer like this: x plus 5 all over what? X plus 6. So I hope this is useful. I hope this is helpful. If you understood what I've done so far, please type 1 in the comments. Anyone from India? Yeah, let's get to know those. If you are chatting, where you chat? Okay, it seems Runa Mukherjee is chatting from India. Are you chatting from India? Okay, if you are, good to have you here. All right, you can do it to share the live with your friends and family. So that's how that can be done. I hope hope this is clear. If you got any question, oh, good to have you here. If you have any question, please ask. As we're about to go to the next question. Okay. So that's how you simplify algebraic fractions. Number 2, this is another question. It is 2x squared. So you're asked to simplify this, minus 10x, then plus 12, all divided by 4x squared minus 16. Okay, this is what we have. Okay, thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the feedback. All right, so this is the next question. Okay, this is the next question that we have. All right. So the question is, again, like we did in the first one, we simplified, we factorized the numerator, and we did the same thing to the denominator. That's exactly what we're going to do as well. So we're going to factorize the numerator and also what? Factorize the denominator. You get that? We'll factorize the numerator and also factorize the denominator. So let's go. Now, before I do the normal trinomial factorization, look at this. This is 2, this is 10, this is 12. Can you see that 2 can divide each of these terms? Yes, so because 2 can divide each of them, I'm going to factor out 2 first before I now factorize the trinomial that will be left when you have factored out 2. So let's do this together. All right. So it's going to be 2. 2 will go into 2x squared. You're going to have what? X squared. 2 will go into negative 10x. You're going to have you're going to have what? Minus 5x. Because 2 times negative 5x will give you what? Negative 10x. And then 2 goes into 12, you have what? 6. So I write plus 6 here. Are you seeing that? Okay. So all divided by, I think the same thing is going to happen here as well. 4 can divide these two terms. So 4 is a common factor. Factor that out. 4 goes into 4x squared. You're going to have x squared. And 4 into 16 is what? Is 4. So I write 4 here. You see what I've just done? Okay. So that is what we have there. So let's now factorize this trinomial, this one in the bracket, because we can actually factorize that. So like we did in the first question, we're going to think of two factors. When we multiply these two factors, we'll get 6. And when we add these two factors, we'll get what? Negative 5. So what are they? Can you tell me in the comments? Runa, Runa. Okay, I'll just call you Runa for short. Can you tell me what that would be? All right, can you tell me what that will give you if you factorize that? So, okay, without wasting time, let me just say it from here. You think of two factors, the two factors would be what? 3. Okay, let's try negative 2 and negative 3. Negative 2 times negative 3 is what? Is positive 6. But negative 3 plus, sorry, negative 2 plus negative 3 will give you what? Negative 5, which is what we have as as the middle term. So yes, those two factors are negative 2 and negative 3. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. All right. So that will be 2 brackets. Okay, like I said before, let's open 2 brackets, right? Write x here, write x here, and then we have negative 3 and negative 2. Are you seeing that? So all divided by what? Let's look at the this one here. We have x squared minus 4. We can now bring in difference of two squares there again. So 4 bracket x squared minus 4 can be written as what? 2 squared, right? 4 can be written as what? 2 squared. So it's going to be what now? 2 bracket x minus 3 and x minus 2, all divided by what? 4. Let's bring in difference of two squares here. So that would be what? That would be x minus 2 and then x plus 2. Like I explained before, difference of two squares. When you have a squared minus b squared, this is equal. If you want to factorize this, you're going to have a minus b in bracket and then a plus b in another bracket. Or you can say a plus b and a minus b is the same thing. All right. So I hope this is okay. I hope this is clear. All right. So what's the next thing we can do now? I am going to divide. So see this, x minus 2. Let me use another color of pen. So x minus 2 cancels x minus 2. Are you seeing that? And then see this, 2 here is 1. 2 into 4 is 2. All right. Yeah, makes sense. So this is equal to what now? I just have x minus 3 in the numerator, all divided by what? What about the denominator? We have 2 and then x plus 2. So 2 bracket what? X plus 2. And that is what we have as our answer. All right. I hope this is clear. I hope this is useful and helpful. So that's it. That's what we have as the final answer. Any question? If you do have a question, please ask. Okay, so we just finished that. All right. We just finished that. So what we are going to do next here is what we are going to move on to something else, which is expanding double brackets. We're going to be looking at expanding double brackets. Expanding double brackets. Expanding double brackets. All right. So, like I told you, we're going to be looking at expanding double bracket, which is what we want to do now. Just a minute. Just hold on a second. Expand double bracket. So at times you could have double brackets and you could be required to expand it. Not just you having something like 2 bracket x plus 7. That's not double bracket. You will have one bracket which could be x minus 2 in one bracket and another bracket as what x, say x plus 7. That's double bracket. And how do you expand such? So that's what we're going to be doing in this aspect, in this section. All right, just hold on a second. I'm trying to get this sorted. Just hold on. Give me 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, hold on a bit. All right. So number one here, number one, we have. Wait, I hope you can hear me. Oh yes, you can hear me. So the first one we have is x plus 3 in bracket, and then what x plus 4. I see that. So let's expand this. How do we expand that? How do we expand this? So this is what we can do. I am going to use this first term in the first bracket to multiply each of the two terms in the second bracket. Then I will do the same thing to the second term in the first bracket. So I'll use this 3 to multiply x and also use this 3 to multiply what 4. So like this. Are you seeing that? Some people like to call it FOIL, 4L. This is first. So you multiply the first terms. This is outside. You multiply what's it called? The outside terms. So inner, you do the inner, then you do the last term. Okay, but it's still almost the same thing as what I'm going to do here right here. So let's do it this way. X will be used to multiply everything you have in the second bracket. So it's going to be x bracket x plus 4. Then this plus 3 will be used to multiply everything you have in the second bracket as well. So plus 3 bracket x plus 4. Are you seeing that? So it's time to expand. X times x is what? X squared. X times 4 is what? 4x. So we come here. 3 times x is what? 3x. And 3 times 4 is what? 12 plus 12. So we have plus 12. You see that? Very good. So that's x squared. 4x plus 3x is what? That's 7x. So write 7x and then plus 12. So there's nothing more we can do here. We cannot simplify any further. So when we have expanded and simplified what we have in the question, that gave us what? X squared plus 7x plus 12. If you've got any question, please ask in the comments. Just drop it in the comments. Let's get to see or hear your question. No, see your question. I can't really hear you. So that's the first one, okay? I'm going to do the second one now. So number two, we have 2x plus 1, and then what? X plus 1. Okay, do you see that? So the same thing I did when I was looking at the first one, that's what I will do here too. So I'm going to use 2x to multiply x, 2x to multiply 1, right? And then 1 to multiply x, and 1 to multiply what? 1. It's so easy, it's so straightforward. So let's do it together. So this is going to be 2x to multiply what? X plus 1, and then plus 1 to multiply what? X plus 1 as well. So let's expand this. 2x times x is what? 2x squared. And 2x times 1 will give you what? Plus 2x. And let's come here. Plus 1 times x is what? Plus x. And plus 1 times plus 1 is what? Plus 1. You see that? So we just have one more layer, one more step to getting a final answer. So this is going to be what? 2x squared. You can add these two terms because they are like terms. You cannot add 2x squared and 2x. No, you cannot do that. So what is 2x plus x? That's what? 3x. And then plus 1. So this is the what? Final answer. This is how to expand and simplify double bracket. Okay? If you have any questions, you can drop it in the comments. So this is going to be a short video because it seems many people are maybe asleep or they are onto something else. So I'm going to stop right here, and hopefully in the next video we'll have more people that will join us in this live stream. Okay, it was a wonderful time being here with all of you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care and bye bye for now.